Amending the U.S. Constitution is very tough to do, but it could happen. Tough, but it could happen. It's a lot easier to amend the individual state constitutions than the U.S. federal one. To amend the U.S. Constitution, it can actually be done by Congress by a 2/3 vote of each chamber of Congress. And then the states have to submit to that in general through a national convention of the state legislatures. Tough to do, but possible. You can see what I'm saying. It's a lot easier at the state level. Technically, according to the U.S. Supreme Court, you have more rights at the state level than you do under the federal Constitution. There's simply too many debates right now going on in this country in the last maybe 30 years about what is a U.S. constitutional right. I love debate out there, but there's simply too many controversial debates about what rights a person has in the United States according to the federal Constitution. It's a big problem. In a lot of countries, believe it or not, rights are a lot more obvious within their state, or usually what I mean is their federal constitutions. Their national constitutions have their rights very obviously spelled out for them in most of these countries. So in my opinion, to make the right stronger in this country when it comes to really any rights, just put more rights in the U.S. Constitution, or any constitution for that matter. In my opinion, put in the U.S. Constitution, or any one of them, that you have a right to a gun, you have a right to a labor union, you have a right to an abortion and birth control, you have a right to keep money out of politics, which would be the public financing of political campaigns, which I did other videos on. Removing impeachment from the U.S. Constitution, I think, would be a great step in bringing the country together and making the government better. In my view, since the impeachment of President Clinton in the late 90s, impeachment has been used as nothing more than a political weapon by each party. I think it should be removed from all constitutions at every level. It should be placed in state appellate courts, the U.S. appellate courts, or the U.S. Supreme Court as a regular legal proceeding without Congress. It makes no sense to leave it in the Constitution. I think it should be removed. This is just for starters. You could talk about the environment, you could talk about other issues, but that's just for starters. Major rights should be in constitutions. There's just too much debate out there. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. Please make a note that I'm going to upload videos now late in the afternoon on Wednesdays. Today was an exception, but that's the way it's going to be from here on out. Thank you for your consideration. It's free to subscribe.